we're looking at the PDF I downloaded earlier from the gel site, and since I talked to you last, I've been through this PDF and marked up what I think of are the key words and the key phrases using my yellow highlighter. Now, this business of choosing keywords and key phrases takes a bit of time to learn, so it might take you several goes to get good at it, but it's very valuable because effectively what it does is reduce the amount of text that you need to pay attention to, like on this page, to maybe 10-15%, and if we look below at this page, a little less perhaps. These are also keywords and key phrases, and by the time we get to this page, there's almost nothing new here, so there's nothing to pay attention to on that page from this point, and here it's just these two highlighted words. So you can see that keywording and key phrasing is very effective at reducing the amount of material that you need to pay attention to, and yet still you can get the whole picture from these words that you've created. Anyway, I took these highlighted words and phrases and jotted them down on paper because I like to make mind maps in the first place on paper before I start working on a piece of software to make the final production, and that was very helpful. That gave me a good sketch layout, and then I went on to look at XMind and I produced this mind map here. And what's very interesting for me when I make mind maps is that the final layout is always different from the layout one before, the iteration before, and in this case the how and the why appeared and made a lot of sense out of the mind map for me. So I would claim that this mind map more or less summarizes the text marking part of that PDF that I was looking at before, and I would be happy that I could probably remember this relatively well, partly because it's visual and partly because it's got that nice how, the why and how branching, so I could probably almost recreate this from memory, which is another very useful thing about mind maps. So now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to upload it to my XMind account. So here goes my cursor, and I'm going to take it up to the upload button, which is up here, and click on that, and the XMind gives me this little dialog box which would give me an opportunity to write something in the box, more or less. Here I'm going to upload it as a public mind map. I'm going to allow download so that you can download it if you choose, and if I wanted to change those settings I'd use this control to do that, but meanwhile I'm completely happy with the situation, so I'm going to upload that. Here you see the little upload tool working away, and it tells me my map has been successfully uploaded. That's very kind of it, and it invites me to go and see it now, and I'd love to do that. So here I'm going onto the web, into the XMind server, and there we go. There's my text marking mind map there for you to look at, or anybody else to download and share and so on and so forth. Now the last thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to come down here. Here's the name of the title of the mind map. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to select this text here, which is the embed code. Okay, have a look at that. That's the embed code. Okay, and this is all I need. I'm going to copy that now onto my clipboard, and it's this code is all I need to be able to embed and see this XMind map in almost any website. I'm going to load it into the gel site later on. You'll be able to see how to do that. So I'm going to copy that onto my clipboard, and there we are. That's nicely done. I can use that later on. So thank you for listening.